Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sansomi. And it's time for another Man United save here. We are going to really kick off the season now. We had a pre-season check-up and we played the Community Shield in that episode, which we won on penalties. Now we're going to start this episode with the UEFA Super Cup, where we're going to face off against Monaco, the Europa League winners. And we all know we won the Champions League last season, which was a tremendous achievement, I think. But now we have a really, or I should say, a really stronger team than we had last season. And if I'm to be, what should I say? If I'm to feel like there's something we're missing, I would say that it would be goalkeeper, but most of all a right defender. I mean, Diogo Dalot is Diogo Dalot is a good one. He's a very good player, but he's looking at the rest of the team. He's pretty much superstars everywhere, especially if we get Bruno Fernandes back as well. So but for now we're going to have to play with Eriksen, and he's been good. As I said, the same thing that I said about Diogo Dalot. He's been a good player, but of course but we don't know. It might be that we're getting too many stars and too little personalities and stuff like that into the club. It's a little harder to really learn about the personalities of players, to be honest. But we can put another couple of players on the bench here today, so I'm going to see if I can't get some youth players to get the opportunity. We can have two more. Rashford, I think he's been and Morgan Pearce. I think we're going to go with Morgan Pearce as well. Like that. Savold is not fully recovered from, so still have some fitness problems. And I can't wait for Mbappe and Davies to link up as well, which I think will make the left side incredibly good. So yeah, I think we do have a very strong side, and I do believe that we have a very good chance of retaining especially the league title. We know that everything that has to do with the cup is, of course, everything can go sour in one game, and one game could be enough for you to go out of a cup. So no matter how good of a side you have, it's still going to be tough in the cups. But I do hold us as big favorites to actually retain the league title. That I must say. If I don't retain the league title, I will take that as a fiasco. So let's hope for that at least. Here's Adeyemi to Bellingham to Eriksen, out to Sancho. Sancho get the ball in, but the defender picks that up. And as some of you might remember, Gardner is playing for Monaco here. We sold him to Monaco. I don't know if he's on the pitch today because I haven't seen the lineup for them. Here's Bellingham and Dalot, Bellingham. Sancho gets there, but they've been the team that had to dig in and defend themselves. So it looks good so far, I must say. Oh, it runs away so quickly, those the screen with names and stuff. So I couldn't see if Gardner was playing. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe, could he finds Adeyemi, but he missed the target. No. James Garner is on the bench. You can see him at the bottom there. Substitute number 9. Here's Sancho. Dalot. Bellingham. De Ligt. Varane. Bellingham. Bellingham! Ooh! Now I know we need to find someone for to be able to take the position of Varane in the future, because he's been getting up there in age, I believe. So yeah, it's been a one-sided game so far. I don't think that they have created a single chance, but we haven't been able to score. But here we go. Kylian Mbappe starts the scoring. 1-0 Manchester United. Marvelous. Now the sad part, should I say, about playing like this is that I'm having a very hard time playing Manchester United in the Football Manager 23 because all the players that I managed to get here that has been so vital for us, like Šeško, Adeyemi, Mbappe, De Ligt, all of them have signed new contracts or changed clubs and stuff like that. So they're all very hard to reach and or to get my hands on. And I don't feel that I have the same opportunity to build a Manchester United team like I had here in the FM22. It feels like it's a bit harder, and when it's harder, when you don't have the pressure from the Facebook, you often go to the editor and you mix around a little. So, and then the game gets boring pretty quick because you caught yourself cheating, and it's not, and you just put that game away and don't play it again. So that's the good thing about these YouTube sessions, because if it goes good or if it goes bad, at least you don't get tired of it, because you move and edit players and stuff like that. You'll have to do the job here. So but yeah, it's Adeyemi. Let's see if we can finally get that second one, and it's 2-0. It seems like we're going to win another title. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Once you get going, though, I mean, once you get that first great team, it's easier to retain it, so to speak. You learn players that are doing well in other teams, and you all of a sudden you have the opportunity to sign them, like Davies, Alphonso Davies. Everyone can see that he's a good player. You don't need anything for that and stuff like that. So and all of a sudden he wants to come to Manchester United as well, and you have the financial situation to do it because of the winnings and stuff like you do. So yeah, the hard part is when you have like a team like Manchester United. Oh, Mbappe! Oh, Manchester United now in FM23. There are so many players that you need to change out in order to get a working team. So that's why it's so hard, especially with the pressure that you have as a Manchester United manager to get it to work. I mean, it's a whole different story when it's Welling or Telford or a team like that, because you can slowly rebuild the team and slowly try to find the players to build the team, and it doesn't really matter if you, as long as you, oh, here we go again, Kylian Mbappe, 3-0. As long as you keep progressing, it doesn't matter that you don't win the league and stuff like that. With the Manchester United, there pretty much comes a pressure to win the league within 4 or 5 seasons, and already first season there is the pressure to reach the Champions League situation and all of that. So of course it's a completely different story to try and rebuild a Manchester United when they are really down and out, even if there's some money to rebuild. But yeah, has Adeyemi through, and oh, so yeah. But I think I've done very well here to this Manchester United team, and I think the biggest thing that I did compared to the failure I had with Manchester United, because if you follow my channel, you know that I started at Manchester United and went and got fired from that save, and then we started this up directly after that again. And the big difference that I did was to, instead of signing Erland Haaland, we signed De Ligt, and I think that has been the one of the big reasons. Another one is that we forgot about Mbappe's situation, so we forgot to sign him on a free transfer, and this time we didn't, and he's been important for the offensive side of the play. So yeah, those two things made all the difference, and also made it possible for me to sign Bellingham after that. So yeah, and for this season we've been able to sign both Davies and Erling Haaland, which is two superstars, which I hope will fit into the team. We don't know yet. Might be that they don't fit in at all, and then we will have some problems perhaps. And it's Stokebridge is going to come in now, this young lad, which I believe has a very, very high possibility of becoming a future star for both Manchester United and for England. Here's Adeyemi. He makes it 4-0 for us. Brilliant. I think we're going to go and do a pause here. We can see that one later on, because I want to... No, we can't do that while we are in a replay. So let's see the replays first. Good pass there. And Adeyemi just putting it in with no worries. So I'm very happy with the team that I have. And I'm very happy about how things are going. Oh, I'm going to, as I said, pause here and go into tactics. I have forgotten to find out how many players I'm allowed to change, but I want to do a couple of changes, and partly because they're very, very tired. It's in the start of the season, so you don't want to destroy them already. Right midfield, it seems like we do have some problems there. Garnacho can play there, so I guess he's going to be coming in there. Another tired player. I'm thinking maybe we should go with Varane and put in Anel just to see what happens. And let's see if we are allowed to do another change. Nope, we can't do Erling Haaland. He has to sit over in this game. That's a trophy he will be missing for now at least. But yeah, we're off to a good start for this season, having won 2 trophies. That's always a superb start of the season, because I do not, even though that there might be some dangers by putting in these young players in games like this, I do not fear that we're going to lose 4 goals in this game. Anel should have become better than he was last season, and he made an okay last season. So yeah. Oh, Adeyemi! Oh, good pass by Mbappe though. Passing in the space there in front of him. Mbappe with the corner, and oh, Anel to Stokebridge to Bellingham to Stokebridge, Bellingham, Delict to Bellingham, Sheshko, Garnacho, Dalot. Can we get the ball in? Gets it to Bellingham. Oh, that's a waste of a pass. Oh well. I think it's going okay anyway. It looks like Alphonso Davies is having problems. Oh, Garnacho! Alphonso Davies is having problems getting into our play style and everything, but I think it's going to be better the further the season it goes. I have a lot of faith in him. I think he's I do believe that he's going to be a really superstar for us as well. But yeah, sometimes it takes some time before the player gets comfortable. There's Damgard. Gardner has come on in. That's interesting. So facing off against his former team. Good pass by Garner. Damsgaard are through, but he gets way out. Ooh! Good pass by Damsgaard to Golovin, and yeah, they bring one back, but there is only 10 minutes to go, and they should not be able to upset us in the least. This should be our trophy. We have our hands on it, and yeah, it definitely should be going our way anyway. Anel to Delict, to Dalot, to Bellingham. Here's Garnacho, finding Stokebridge, Sheshko, Adeyemi, and here's Mbappe through, and Mbappe, oh, good save by their keeper. And it's another corner for us. Mbappe with the corner. And, oh, Garnacho was there trying to head in it. Bellingham, no, he loses. But Adeyemi is there picking up that ball. Oh, 5-1. I think he's done a hat-trick. Right, Adeyemi with a hat-trick in this game. Here's Bellingham's weirdly thing, and then the defender passes Adeyemi. He would have been offside otherwise. But yeah, the pass came from a Monaco player, so yeah, 3 game goals from Adeyemi and 2 from Mbappe, so those 2 players have really made things good for us today. Interesting to see a little more. We played a lot better today, and but perhaps we also faced a lot worse team. I do believe that Monaco is nowhere near Arsenal, which we had really big problems in the Community Shields to beat. We managed to win on penalties when it came to the Community Shield. Here we take the prize for the UEFA Super Cup. How nice isn't this? Let's do some confetti before we end this game here. There we lift the trophy! Glory, glory, Man United! We have another trophy in the cupboard, and I'll see you in the next game. And so we're here. Time for the premiere of the Premier League. We're going to face off against Blackburn. Now, I have some problems in the squad because a couple of players came to me and said that I was treating Kylian Mbappe unfair because he didn't get to play. And I was just like, yeah, he missed out on 2 games between the FA Cup final and the Champions League final last season, and he's still upset about that. So, yeah, he's played in every friendly that I've had in this preseason, and he's played in both of these, both the Community Shield and in the UEFA Super Cup final game there, and still he's unhappy. So who knows where things ends up with when it comes to Mbappe. I just hope, because Matthias de Ligt is also in the same situation. He's also still upset about not getting to play those 2 games, which I feel is incredibly, it's incredibly stupid. Yeah, I shouldn't have to go in and say, oh, I'm going to rest you in those games because, yeah, you know why. They should know why I rest them in games like that. It's sort of self-explanatory, but yeah, not for everyone though. But never mind. Let's hope that that goes over. The more games they get to play, because they are still some of the best players I've got. Both Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Varane, and De Ligt are all players that's going to be playing as much as I can. As long as they are fit to be able to play, they're going to be the players that are first into the team. So yeah, kind of ridiculous to be complaining about it, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. I think we're going to start with the same team again because the fitness is okay. Davis might be a little tired, so let's put in Luke Shaw and see if that will improve or if he will make a better result than Davis. But I still believe Davis is the future in that left defense. So yeah, I'm not going to give up on him, not yet. Of course, it's only been 2 games, so of course nobody would give up on him just yet. So, but let's see what Luke Shaw can do here against Blackburn, and it's going to be interesting to see Blackburn back in the Premier League. Yeah, I remember the mid-90s when we, as United, we were fighting against Blackburn. They were a good side back then. I believe even Alan Shearer played for them when they won the title. Well, no, he didn't, because he never won a title, did he? I don't think he did, though. I'm going to have to check that up later on. For now, we're going to be concentrating on the game here. So, Blackburn against Manchester United. Here's Varane, bringing the ball up. Here's Šeško. Here's Sancho. Sancho trying to find Adeyemi, and Adeyemi get there. What did their defender do there? But, yep, still managed to save it, though. Here we come again. Sancho reaching out to Adeyemi. Here's Adeyemi. Adeyemi gets the ball in. There's Sancho. He didn't get it very... It wasn't a very good crossing, but okay. Here's Sancho again. Gets it into Šeško. Šeško, and the goalkeeper Kaminski is there saving that one. Now, I think Erling Haaland is one of the players that I feel that I want to bring on today. So, yeah, I'm looking to do that. Eriksson with the corner, and that's the goal! Karim Adeyemi! It's 1-0 for Manchester United. Things are going according to plans so far. Yeah, I don't want to raise my self-confidence too high, but I feel like with this team we should be able to beat anybody. We should be the team to beat because we are that. We have such good quality players in every position. I wouldn't say that we have star players in every position, but most of the positions we have real star players, and the ones that aren't top-notch world-class players are still very, very good players. Yes, Shaw with the corner. I mean Dalot and De Gea, and today as well, I think Luke Shaw are weak spots, and they are really good players. So, yeah, I have no fear that we can do wonders. Oh, another one by Šeško. So I have no fear that we can't we should be able to really compete in every competition, because we have such a good squad now, and we have good players to put in if things go sour with injuries and suspension and stuff like that. We will still have good players to put on the pitch. We might not be having any world-class player to put in if things go sour, but we still have a good amount of good players, so it shouldn't be. We should be able to compete against most players, even if we get most teams, I should say, even if we get a couple of injuries and stuff like that. So that always feels good, but still, as they say, the ball is round and anything can happen in football. So, but a lot of tired players today. I think Šeško is the one that's going to have to give it up for Haaland coming in. And yeah, we'll wait a couple of more minutes before we do any more changes, but there's going to be more changes, of course. So yeah, just want to see if Erling Haaland can show some quality here. Eriksson is brought down, and that's a red card. So you know what, since it's a red card, we're going to have one player more than they have, and we can do 4 more changes. Let's see what kind of players we can bring in here that we want to give an opportunity to. Anel, I think, is going to come in for Varane. Let's give Brandon Williams the opportunity to play for Dalot. And Mbappe is very tired. Do we have? Yeah, we have Marcus Rashford coming in there as well. You can't make any more substitutions. Are you kidding? Yeah. It's not the Football Manager 23. Oh, crap. Let's cancel then. And then going in tactics again. I was thinking about Football Manager 23. How stupid was I? But as I say, Mbappe needs to go out because he's tired. And then, should I keep on Dalot so that I can bring in some young players like Stokebridge? I really like to see where we can take Stokebridge, how good of a player we can make him, because he's 17 years old, a player for England as well. It would be great to get him as good as possible, as quick as possible, so that the English national side has a really good player to use there. That would be exceptionally well, to bring up a player to be one of the dominating players in the English national side. That would be very good, since I do cheer for England every time. And yeah, the World Cup was a bit of a disappointment, even if they played okay most of the games. The game against France was a huge disappointment, of course, to go out again, especially with it being relied about on a penalty again. And let's see here, Adeyemi. Oh, he puts that one in. It's 3-0, and Blackburn is out of the equation for this game, that's for sure. And yeah, as I said, we have a brilliant side, and I was actually fearing that we weren't going to be able to get this team up and running, but the team that's been built here now, with the players that I have been able to bring into the team, is that I feel that we are contenders for, as I said, every competition that we line ourselves up in. Now, stupid mistakes by me, and of course unfortunate events in games and stuff like that can still make us lose a lot, but yeah, we should be able to fight off anyone in the world, even the teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona and whatever they're called. We should stand a very good chance against anyone, especially when we're free from injuries and suspension and stuff like that. We should really be able to fight against any team in the world. Varane, Shaw, Varane. Finding into Haaland there, but no. Have to wait for his first goal. Here comes Rashford. Stokebridge. Oh. Would have been great if Stokebridge got to score. Always nice to get a good average rating on youth players that you put in. So that would have been nice if we can get that. But only 6.8, so 6.7. It fell a bit. Haaland only 6.8, so he hasn't been playing good yet, but yeah, he's just on his way back from an injury and he's new to the team as well, just as Davis, just as Alphonso Davis. He's new to the team, so it's going to take some time for them to get into the club here, but we're going to win this game. Will it be 3 or 4? No, it will be 3-0 away against Blackburn, and I'll call that a good start of the season so far. So I'll guess I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here. Last game of this episode, which is the third game of this episode, and it's another league game. And look at this. We do top the table after one game. That means that if we can keep a good run now, we could be a team to keep the first position from first to last game of the season. That would be a tremendous achievement, but I don't think that's going to happen. I've also had a look at, we don't play in the World Cup for club teams, and that I read, it's not going to be played until 2025 the next time in this game, so that's 2 years away. I don't know how the new format is placed and who gets to qualify. Do I get to be qualified since I won the Champions League a year where they weren't playing any World Cup for club teams? I don't know. We're going to have to see that. I'm going to try and find out more about it, hopefully until or before the next episode, so I have some skin on my nose, so this, like they say. So, but yeah, let's jump into this game. Oh, have I pressed that too early, or have I started to record a little too early, or start talking a little too early? I have. Now that's a bit of a shame. I usually wait till I see the tactical situation up there. I guess I didn't wait long enough. Some good news as well. 2 players are sold. We've sold Brendan Williams, and we've actually sold Frank Kise as well. The selling of Frank Kise was mainly because I want to put my aim on Niklas Seiwald to be that player that Frank Kise was last season. And it was too good to say no thank you to £60 million when we got him for free. Now it's only 30 million now and 30 million later on, or in installments, and at the same time Frank Kise was getting 20% of the transfer fee, so we didn't get 60 million for him, but it's a good start. So yeah, yeah, gonna get into the team here now and see. Nobody is really tired, but I think, oh, look at this. Both of them players were on the bench. So we need 2 new players to be on the bench. I am thinking Ethan Laird, because he can play both right and left. So yeah, let's put him there. And of course, Seiwald is the new Kise. So let's have him. And Bruno Fernandes is back, but he's not fit to play yet. So that's a problem that he's got. He could do with the half, so I'm thinking maybe we should be placing him instead of Stokebridge, so Stokebridge can concentrate on the under 18 and stuff like that. And Bruno Fernandes can come in the second half Or maybe he's just going to be playing the first half, because if he gets injured, it's better that he gets injured before, so we can put in Christian Eriksen, then bring him in instead of Christian Eriksen, then he gets injured, then we have nobody to put in there. So yeah, I guess I'm going to have to think like that. And Alphonso Davies should be back in the team, I feel. So I guess this is the team that we're going to line up against Southampton. Let's get going. Let's see if we can bring another 3-pointer to Old Trafford. Going to be interesting. Show on to weaker foot is a good thing. Pump our fist, we can't do that. Hands on hip, can't do that. Hands in pocket. Last performance, let's go. Kick off, skip, and we're off. Let's go to Bellingham, to De Ligt, to Bellingham, to Fernandes, to Adeyemi, to Mbappe. Oh, Mbappe's pass to Bruno Fernandes was not very good there. Good tackle by Mbappe though, so made up for that bad pass. Fernandes, Mbappe, Adeyemi, Šeško, to Fernandes. Back to Adeyemi, that could have been a beautiful goal. But it ends up being a corner though, and I think it's Bruno Fernandes with the corner. Yes, Bruno Fernandes here. Floats it in, and a header goes into the goal, and it's Jude Bellingham. And we take the lead after just 3 minutes of play. We're in the lead. So nice. Good header, good. He's got 4 or 5 players around him, and he still is the one that reaches that ball. That's tremendously good by Bellingham. De Ligt, Šeško, Bellingham, Dalot, Sancho, Šeško, Sancho, Dalot. Oh, not a good pass by Dalot there though. Bellingham, Mbappe, Sancho. Forster saves that one. So a good start to the season, I must say. Even though this game has a lot left to play, we've started good here as well. So and Benjamin Šeško with a beautiful strike. And I don't know how Erling Haaland is going to be able to fight his way into this team. I guess they're going to be there needs to be a suspension or an injury to one of those 2 strikers for Erling Haaland to get a real opportunity. But yeah, of course, he's needed. There's going to be tons of game for us to play, and we need to be able to rest players. So the squad depth is getting there as well. Now we don't just have a good first 11. We actually have some good players on the bench that we can bring in and really make a difference. And that is a sign that we are getting back to where Manchester United was when Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager. What a chance by Bruno Fernandes. And now it's up to me. I have the players, so it's up to me to make them good enough to win as much as Ferguson won with Manchester United, because I do have players, maybe not the players like United had in their prime. And I wonder if I have the same quality in every position that Manchester United had when they were at the very peak, but during Ferguson era. But I'm pretty close to it. So as I said, if I don't manage to win things with this team, I deserve to get fired. But it's still going to be an interesting journey to see if we can win. Here's Dalot, Bellingham, to Dalot, to Bellingham, Fernandes, Mbappe, Davis, and Shesko. Ooh, hits the bar with that header. Come on, United. I know we can do this. Bruno Fernandes, Shesko. Oh, if we're in luck, since we're only playing 3 games per episode in this Manchester United save. If we're in luck and goes far in every competition, we can have almost, or maybe even reach 20 episodes in a season. So this season might last for 20 weeks or something like that. Oh, Adeyemi! 3-0. Or was that offside? VAR is going to do some checking. And it's been awarded. It was not offside. Here's Sancho finding Adeyemi, and Adeyemi just finding the net there. So beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. And as I've said, if you take a look at the goal, the net in the goal, you couldn't see that there. Let's hope that we get another goal so I don't have to wait until the next. But if you really take a look at when the ball hits the net and compare it to the FM23, I think that's one of the biggest changes. And it just looks so much more natural when the ball hits the net now. But in the 23, that is, not in this one. This one still isn't perfect when it comes to the feeling of how the ball interacts with the net. But yeah, tiny little things that might not play any role for most of the people that play Football Manager. Because if that was one of the, let's see what happens here. Oh, Shesko! If that was one of the main reasons you played Football Manager, then I think you're better off playing some FIFA Manager or whatever, because they were more into a graphical match engine. But I just love this. I played it since 93, 92, 93, the very first of them. I bought that to my Amiga 500 and has been sold for this game ever since. I think there might be some years that I haven't bought the game, but most of the years I've bought every update that has come. And yeah, except I didn't buy the Italian League because I didn't like the Italian League, so that was another something for me. I've always loved the Premier League and the English League, that is, because I've been around and I've been a Manchester United supporter since before the Premier League. So quite a lot of years before. I think I fell in love with United somewhere around 83, 84. So yeah. Here's a free kick. And it's going to be by Bruno Fernandes, and it's a save by Forster. And yeah, time is running away from us here, and I think it's Adeyemi that's going to have to leave for Haaland this time. And yeah, I want to do 2 other changes. Let's take out Bellingham to get Niklas Seiwell some playtime. And of course Bruno Fernandes, he was only supposed to play for 1 half, so Christian Eriksen comes in there. There we go, the 3 changes have been done. Let's see if Alan Haaland can finally get his name on the score sheet here in the league. Here's Davis, Haaland, Mbappe. Mbappe on the run, and Haaland is moving up. You can see Haaland moving into the penalty area. And Mbappe and Sancho is there, putting it away. Third goal of the season, fourth goal for Manchester United in this game here. So another Premier League team is brushed aside as we are taking the lead with 4-0 here. And yeah, are we going to become the new unstoppables? It would have been great. De Gea, first of all, there. But we're still going to have slumps. It's still going to... Oh, Chesko shoots from that position. That's brave. We're still going to be having games where we're going to be struggling. Nothing is just going to run away with the things like this. Here's Chesko. Good header from Haaland. Here's Haaland. Gets the ball in towards Chesko, but it was too crowded there. De Ligt to Varane, and then Mbappe back to Varane, and Eriksen to Varane. De Ligt to Eriksen. Chesko finding out to Mbappe. Mbappe to Davis. Davis, Mbappe, Eriksen, Davis. Gets it in, there's Haaland, but he can't get the ball down. Only 10 minutes to go here now. Eriksen with the corner. Floats it in, Haaland is there! Oh! It doesn't seem to be wanting to release for Haaland. He doesn't seem to be able to score here in the league, but yeah. Doesn't really matter when we've won 4-0. For me, it's just maybe he needs, he could use the self-confidence in a goal or two. Other than that, I don't really care, because as long as we're winning, it doesn't really matter who scores. Here's Seiwald, Dalot, Eriksen. Ooh! What a shot from Eriksen, and a good save by their goalkeeper. And Southampton is really being pounded here. Eriksen, Seiwald, Eriksen, back to Seiwald. Seiwald gets it to Mbappe, but it's a header in between. Adams. Adams is moving quite well there. So here we come again. Mbappe, Erling Haaland. Haaland to Chesko. Oh, he doesn't really reach Chesko. And here comes Southampton. Can they do anything in this game? Can they create an opportunity to maybe bring one back? Here's Pedro. Here's Adams. And there's Dalot. And here's Chesko, Haaland, Eriksen, Sancho on the run. Haaland is placing himself in the penalty area. Chesko is there. Eriksen brings up the loose ball. Davis. Davis brings it up here along the left side. Can he get it in? He gets it in, and there's Chesko, but he doesn't reach that one. Eriksen! Ooh! Holy smokes, he has some really good long shots, that Eriksen. Makes a lot of beautiful shots, I must say. But here comes Southampton. De Ligt catching that ball without a problem. Davis. Varane. De Ligt, Seiwald, back to De Gea, hoisting it up towards Haaland. Haaland gets it to Mbappe. Mbappe to Davis. Davis finding Haaland, but he was offside. There might be some frustration from Haaland not being able to score here, but here's a good pass perhaps. No, that wasn't the best of passes, to be honest. So Haaland is having some problems. Not even a 7 on the average rating in a game where we dominate the way we do, winning 4-0. And yeah, that is a bit of a shame. Well, he's up to 7 now, at least. There's Gomez, Redmond, And Dalot getting in between. Here's Shesko. Shesko trying to reach Haaland. Haaland gets the ball and is free with the goalkeeper. Can Haaland score? No, he could not. He does not score. Getting completely free with the goalkeeper. It's just not going to be his game this either. So let's hope and see what will happen with this. His career at Manchester United. Gets it in towards Shesko here now. Now the game is over. We won it 4-0. But as I said, Erling Haaland is finding it hard to get into our way of play. So, but of course we need to give him time. Davies made a really good game today and became best player on the pitch here today. So that's interesting. So I'm really looking forward to this season. I think we have a special team. A team that can really be making wonders here. We have so many good players and so many good players in positions outside of the first 11 that I actually think we have a tiny little chance to be able to, if I guide them right and if I use the players right and everything, I do believe that we have a very small chance of winning everything. The chance is there. I'm not saying that we're going to do it, because it's still going to be a struggle, of course. There's loads of good sides out there, and you always have some part of the season where you have a little slump and your form is falling out and stuff like that. And sometimes when things are going too good, the players sort of relax too much and things go sour in that sense. But the quality of players that I have, with a bit of luck and with the right managing of this team, we do have an opportunity to win every competition that we are entering here. So I'm hoping for a lot of trophies. We've already won 2 of them, the Community Shield and the Super Cup. So let's keep bringing them. But that's all for this episode. Do like, subscribe and all that nice stuff. And stay safe in this dangerous world, and have fun, loads of fun if you can. And I'll just end with bye 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 bye.